Welcome into All Joe Madden here on Picks and Parlays. Today I'm joined by Dre Rich. We're talking college football. It is week 11, and we've got a matchup at 7 p.m. Eastern between California and Louisville. Now, Louisville coming in as a 20.5-point favorite in this one. If you think California is going to pull off that upset, they're plus 980 on that money line and a total of 50.5. Dre, firstly, how's your season going so far in college football? And are you shocked then, secondly, by this line, Louisville laying 20.5 points?
No, I'm doing very well in college football. It's been a great season, and I'm excited to get to the really good games. This playoffs is going to be a moneymaker for everyone. I already know it. I'm not surprised by this total being so high favored for the Louisville Cardinals. They've been a better team all season. They've only lost one time to Virginia, who are a ranked 12 team. So it's definitely a bad season for the Cal Bears. So it's going to be a blowout, possibly.
Ooh, a blowout. So laying the 20.5 isn't making you nervous, Dre.
No, not at all, because this total opened up at 18 and a half and it has risen to 20 and a half on some books. You can still shop around and get the 19 and a half, which is what I got it at. So if you can get there, please get that 19 and a half.
Yeah, you guys head on over to oddslogic.com, shop those lines over there. You're going to see where the books have that best line for you over in one place. So looking at this one, a 20.5 point win here for Louisville. How do you foresee them winning this game? Are you expecting Isaac Brown, their strong running back, to really get a strong day on the ground? Or are you expecting this one to be one where Louisville tries to air it out?
I think you can pick your poison when it comes to this Louisville team. They've been a fast paced offense the entire season, up the field in whatever way they can. Even their running back can run on you. It's I mean their quarterback can even have he has the legs of his own as well. The California Bears have only faced one tough defense on the road this season, and that was SDSU, who beat them 34-0. Louisville has beaten every team at home by 14 points or more, except for Virginia, who they lost to 30-27. Of course, California is not as good as Virginia. We all know that. Louisville, they're averaging only 20 points allowed per game, only 167 passing yards per game, and only 9 passing touchdowns this season. The sad part for the California Bears is that California, they make their money through the air, and that's not going to be good versus a tough defense, passing defense that the Louisville Cardinals have. Uh, it's really going to be hard to say how many INTs are thrown by the California Bears, but we will say that the Cardinals are INT machine. They got 4 INTs versus Miami. They got 2 INTs versus Boston College, and they got 3 INTs versus Pittsburgh. So they're turning the ball over at an alarmingly high rate. So if California's going to air it out, which they have no other option to because their run game is not very good, and their quarterback, Jaron Kue Sagapulatele, he has thrown 9 INTs this season. So I can see him making a lot of mistakes, which is going to lead to this blowout that I predicted will be over 19 and a half.
Okay, I love where you're going here. I instantly, as soon as you start talking about the interception factor there for Cal, how Louisville's defense is going to come out nice and strong, be able to get those INTs. Defensive touchdown here for Louisville. I don't think it's out of question. The books don't either, Dre. This is something I love to bet. I love to look at those defenses. I love to look at those pick six. You're normally getting a lot more value. It is still plus 350, but this is a prop that's, between plus 500 and plus 800 on most college football Saturdays. So at plus 350, still worth a bit of a sprinkle here for Louisville's defense to get the pick six.
Most certainly. I've seen a lot of California games. I bet on them. I bet against them. They usually are in high scoring games, but it's because they are putting the ball at risk in the air all the time. And the receivers, have not been very capable of catching the ball. So that leads to more interceptions possible for this game. And the defense is very opportunistic for this Louisville Cardinals team. So I do see a defensive touchdown highly in the cards.
Okay, you guys, look at those INTs, the defensive touchdown there for Louisville. Miller Moss out here for Louisville. Their quarterback does have a passing prop of 278.5. Little bit juice to that over there. And then we talked about, though, Isaac Brown really strong on the ground. Do you think in this one that Cal can do their share to push this to be a game that Moss has to throw the ball to the very end, or would you be a little cautious with his passing prop?
I would be cautious with the passing prop, depending on see they're at home. And that's where I think that's why I think it is juiced to the over. He has had very good games historically at home this season. So it's not out the realm of possibility. He's been over 300 yards at home this season. So it's very capable of doing that. The problem is, I don't know what the Bears are really thinking in this game. I'm not sure if they're going to have to rely on their pass defense in order to win this game because, like I said, like you said, the running back is really good, and he's going to be able to tear them apart if they aren't watchful of him coming downhill. So it's going to be tough.
It definitely will be tough. So this total sitting at 50.5. When we look at both of these teams, the question mark is, will California be able to put up their share of the points? Louisville's team total sitting at 34.5. It's juiced to the over at minus 128. California's team total is only 14.5. Juiced to the under at minus 130. Would you feel, if you're betting a total, more confident just looking at Louisville's total points, especially if you think they can cover the 20.5? Or would you take a shot here on the full game total, expecting Cal to be able to do something in this game?
I would shy away from the full game total just because this Cal team is in a look ahead spot. So they only need one more win to be bowl eligible, but they have two other easier games after this one to get that win to be bowl eligible. So yeah, it could be they could actually have a great chance of putting up points here. It's just risky knowing that you don't have to give all of what you have to win this game when you have another chances to get the bowl eligibility. However, Louisville, they have to play California, then they have to stay home again and play Clemson. It's a look ahead spot for them, but Clemson currently is not as good as California. It's just which is a weird world to say that, but
Clemson
I
having
think
those
that
struggles right now, Dre. What the heck is happening with Clemson? Florida State on deck for Saturday for this team. You know, you look at Clemson. Can they turn around their season? They're going to have to win every single game to have bowl eligibility. And Florida State, man, at least they're coming off a win versus Wake Forest in their last one. So I don't know. Any quick thoughts on that before we give your best bets in this game?
I think it's about time to get rid of Dabo Sweeney. I think
Woo!
I do think that his tenure as the coach it's over. This is the worst you've ever seen a Clemson team, and it's not even respectable. They're gonna miss. They're not gonna be bowl eligible. I can already predict that they're not gonna be bowl eligible. They have a lot of tough. They have 3 tough games to play after this week. So, and even the games week is going to be a tough. It's going to be a tough game for them too. So I don't see them being bowl eligible. I think this is going to be the end of the road for Old
Yeah.
Dabo.
It was a controversial call last week versus Duke in that game for them. Ended up losing on a blown call by the refs. Dabo Sweeney fined, $10,000 for his remarks after to the media. I tell you, Klubnik is great with his arms and his legs, but Clemson has their hands full on Saturday. Once a marquee matchup. Not looking that way this Saturday. So it's going to be an interesting one. But you guys, we are talking this matchup between California and Louisville. Dre, I'm going to give you the main stage. You let us know everywhere you're going with your free picks in this one.
I like Louisville to cover this 19.5 spread. I think it's going to be a statement game for them. And I like Brown. I like Isaac Brown to continue his great year that he's having. he's going to the league. Okay, he's going to the league. This is not a very highly touted offensive draft this season, so it'll be perfect time for him to get in there and to be an early draft pick. He's going to have to keep showing out though, and he's been averaging over 80 yards this season. He's going to be able to do this again easily on this California team in multitude of ways. He's also a good pass catcher, so to hit him in the end zone is going to be a lock. You can just lock him to get a touchdown in this game, especially at home in front of the crowd, as well as I do think this game is going to be closer as in it's under the total of 50.5. I don't see California doing a lot, which is why their team total is pretty low, and I can just see them Louisville running away with this and making it a low-scoring game.
It's going to be a great one, you guys. 7 p.m. Eastern, this game will kick off, so don't make sure you don't miss out on this one. And if you're looking for Dre's best bets in this game and all of college football, check out that Weekend Warrior. You'll also get the NFL plays. That Weekend Warrior is just $49 for Saturday and Sunday. College football, professional football, as an added bonus, he will throw in those Monday plays as well. And then don't forget, with so many sports going on, we learned today that Dre, at least I learned today, Dre does soccer as well. So for the rest of 2025, you can get all of his plays. So that is soccer. You're also looking at basketball, professional and college, football as well for just $8.30 a day. Don't miss out on those long-term packages. But Dre, thank you so much for joining us here on All Joe Madden on picksandparlays.net. You guys can hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you know when these videos do drop. We'd appreciate it. Also, let us know your thoughts on this Cal game here versus Louisville. Dre, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.